Product research is fun.
Let me sober up. Let me face the minutes over and over again.
What's up, guys? TJ here with another Fulfillment by Amazon video. If you like these types of videos, please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Also, hit that bell icon so you can get notifications whenever I release new videos. All right, so today we're going to be doing some product research. I know a lot of people have shown you how to do product research. I do product research probably the same or maybe a little bit different than how they do it. But, you know, if you can take away one thing that I do in my videos and incorporating that into your business, and, you know, maybe it'll change something in your business. So I am going to show you how I do product research. I'm going to go through a basic tutorial. I've already shown you a couple of ways that I do my product research, but this is going to be a little more in-depth about the actual process of researching products for either Amazon or eBay or both or all or whatever it is. So we are going to be sourcing items from a couple of different places. I'm not just going to source items from Alibaba or AliExpress. I do have a few other ones that I do source products from, and we will get into that video right now.
All right, so we are looking on Amazon.com, and we're going to do some product research for private label items. A lot of people have asked me recently about private labeling, and you know, private labeling is something that if you are a seller on the internet, you're really going to have to be a part of if you plan on growing in the future. The reason I say that is because the retail arbitrage is, I'm not going to say it's going to be a thing of the past, but Amazon, when you have retailers like Amazon that's going to be able to offer products for pennies on the dollar, it's going to be really hard for you as a seller to do retail arbitrage, because you're not going to be able to purchase the item and sell it and have to deal with shipping and fees and things like that and make, you know, a lot of money. I'm not saying it's impossible, and I'm not saying it's going away. I'm just saying that if you really want to get into the meat and potatoes of having a full-time income, whether you're selling on Fulfillment by Amazon, FBA, or if you're selling on eBay, or if you have a Shopify store, or if you have your own retail store, you're really going to have to get into the private labeling of your items and sell them on big websites like Amazon and eBay and even Walmart, Wayfair, and places like that. So today we're going to do a little bit of product research. I don't want this video to last for like 100,000 hours like most of my other videos do. But we are going to look for some different items. I don't have any kind of script. I don't have anything really pulled up. I pulled up one item before I started recording, just kind of to get the ball rolling, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. But really what I want to talk about during this product research is just thinking about innovation, think about where technology is going, think about where design is going, just being creative, because, you know, if you wanted to create your own product, then, you know, that's fine and good. But if you want to just have a product manufactured, or if you have, if you see a good product idea and think maybe you have a little bit of spin on it, Alibaba, you can go in and you can create products, and you can work with the manufacturer to create custom and unique things to have a private label item. All right, with that being said, we are going to get started. So let me tell you what I've done. So on Amazon.com, this is my homepage. Your homepage may look a little bit different, but there's a couple things that pops up every now and again, and I always manage to look at it just to see what's on there, and it kind of gives me ideas for private label items. All right, so the first one is this innovative products. We're going to open that up, and these are Amazon exclusives, as you can see. And this other one is new and interesting finds. And we're going to also open this World of Innovation. This and this may be the exact same thing, but we don't know that yet. So the first thing that we're going to look at is this Amazon exclusive. So what I think about when I go here and I do my product research is, you know, what would I buy? Now I know I'm a little bit different than other people. I like technology. I like techie kind of things. and I like the way that innovation is going with Bluetooth technology, Wi-Fi technology, drones, cameras, cell phones, things like that. And so my eyes are always open for those types of ideas. But then when you think about where technology is going, you really have to think about, okay, you know, you have the big players, you have the Googles, you have the Apples, you know, you have all the Samsungs, and they're going to come out with the bulk of the technology. But some people just like buying innovative things. They don't necessarily have to have the name brands of the Apple or the Android or Google or the, you know, Samsung. You know, they can go and find things like this, like these wireless headphones. I think I featured these on my top 5 gadgets for Amazon.com for Black Friday and for Christmas. If you want to check those items out, I will put a link up here in the corner if you want to check that video out. But like I said, I just think about things that are innovative and things that are pushing the envelope forward. So the first thing that I saw on here, which it may not pop up again. Yes, it will. All right. So this case right here, let's open this up. All right. This is a Bezalel, you know, this is for SEO. You can't really tell what it is. But anyway, this is an in-car wireless charger. So let's think about cars and think about the innovation of cars. So the way that cars are going and the wireless technology is they're trying to make everything inside of a car be wireless. So that means not having to pick up your phone and touch it and do anything. You want to do everything wireless or everything touchless. I think that's a better word for it. So they are building cars that has built-in wireless charger. But not every phone has the built-in wireless technology right now, you know, and I don't think that every phone will have that technology. You know, of course, the Apples and the Androids are going to have that technology, but you know, when you get into like LGs and things like that, they may not have that technology. They may have them, but they may not. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to think about the future and where the future is going. So when you're doing your product research, just think about, okay, you know, in a year, is this going to be something that people are going to be purchasing? And I believe so. So this right here, this Bezalel, it looks like they have branded this item. As you can see, the logo is right here on the back. And what this is a case that can go on any different kind of phone. Of course, like, you know, this right here fits the iPhone 6 and iPhone 6s. You're probably not going to have a lot of people with an iPhone 6 or iPhone 7 because the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 10 has already come out. But when you're doing your product research and when you are working with your manufacturers on Alibaba, because I found one that was similar on Alibaba, you just want to make sure that they are being innovative and they are creating products for the next phase. These people on Alibaba actually have factories and they are actually making sales. You can see this company has been doing business for over 10 years. And so you can really get on here and talk with the manufacturers and really mold a product that is for you. All right, so I just clicked on this. This one right here, they're going to let you order it for $9.40 and $10.88. And it says the minimum order quantity is 50 pieces. All right, so with that being said, is this really what you want? So this is a case and looks like it plugs into the phone exactly like the other one does. It has like a little stand on it and it allows you, it's a fast charger for your phone. Now, can this one be branded? Let's look and see. Okay, yes. So you can brand this item, so you can have it branded with your logo or with your label or something like that. And this can potentially be an item that you would be able to sell on Amazon once you get it branded and once you get it selling. Now, they're selling this for $39.90. Okay, let's look at the cost. Let's pull up the calculator. Maybe. All right, let's say we can get this item for $10. Okay. And let's just take that off. Let's say that we can compete with this item. Let's say we offer ours for $36.99. All right, so from that $36.99, Amazon is probably going to charge you, if you do fulfillment by Amazon, anywhere between $8 and $9 for this. I'm being very conservative. It may be less, it may be a little more. We're just gonna say $9 just for purposes of this video. All right, so we just paid $9 for fulfillment fee. Now let's take off the cost of goods sold. So we're getting it for $10. We're gonna have to factor in some shipping with that. We're gonna have to factor in the shipping to Amazon. So let's just take off, you know, I don't know, $17. And I don't think it's really gonna be that much. But so we actually found a product right now that you could potentially profit about $11 per item. Okay, so let's click on this listing and kind of see what's going on with it. So as you can see, they have 338 customer reviews, which I think is actually pretty good. And also another thing that I like to do. So you see this this company Bezalel. They also have other items that you can think about. So they have a charging pad. Okay, they have some other little charging, some other charging pads. They got several different charging pads, things like that. So you may think, you know, thinking in the future, you could create this a similar line. You could get with the manufacturer, which is going to be here, and they could sell similar products like that. Or you can find other products that look similar or have a similar feel and just have your branding across all the products. So that's what the private labeling is really about. It's not about, you know, copying somebody exactly, but it's about thinking where, thinking about where items are going and where technology is going and where shopping is going in general. So like I said, you know, you could think about this. You can make $10.99 or $11 per item sold on here. So they have 338 reviews, and they're a little mixed. You know, they have almost 50% 5-star rating, and then they have some other lower ratings. But you know, you can go through here and look at the reviews, and you can make sure you can actually learn from their mistakes. So if you look at this and you see, hey, you know, they have a problem with the fit of the phones inside of the cases, just make sure you work with your manufacturer and say, okay, I saw a similar product like this, and they had a lot of issues with the fit for the phone cases, and I want to make sure that my phone case fits snug tight. So, I mean, this is something that you can talk with the manufacturer with and make sure that they are going to be able to accommodate whatever you need. So that's really all for that one. Let's go see if we can find another product on the exclusive, if I can find it again. All right, let's click on editor's choice. I haven't looked on here, so I don't know exactly what they have, but they're going to have some quirky things. I did look at this portable charger before. That's going to be the power banks and things like that. That's going to be something that people are going to be looking to purchase in the future. Also, external hard drives. Those are things that people are going to need more and more of in the future. Okay, I don't really see anything on here. They have a lot of little quirky things. Let's go back. Let's go here. These are just interesting little items. You probably won't see anything on here that you can, I mean, these are like custom handmade little things that people made. And some of them are a little quirky, some of them are a little cool. Nothing's really jumping out at me right now at this point, so we're going to get out of it. And don't spend too much time looking for things, you know, just pick 2, 3, or 4 products and focus on researching those. Let me pull this over here. So I did see this lamp champ. This is one that I featured on my hot things, my Christmas list kind of things. And this is something that people are going to like as well. So this is a lamp. This is like a bulb with a USB charger on it. So let's go through. Let's see what we can find here. All right. They have smart bracelets. I think the time of the smart bracelets has kind of passed. If you would have gotten to this about 2 years ago, you probably could have came up with a smart bracelet and branded that and been making a lot of money right now. But I think the smart bracelet is kind of past. The smart watch, Amazon, Google and Apple pretty much have that market cornered, if you will. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you can't find something like that to sell. You know, when you're doing your product research, there's no like rhyme or reason for things. I mean, you just really have to think about what's going to be good for you to sell and what you're going to be, passionate about. So these hot categories: mobile phone accessories. Let's look at mobile phone accessories and kind of see what they have. There's a lot of chargers, a lot of cables and things like that. Charging cables, it's going to be really hard to not to sell. I mean, you can sell chargers and cables all day long, but that's not really something that you're going to make like a lot of money on if that's what you're looking to do. Now, these chargers and stuff like that, they're going to be good for if you want to do drop shipping or if you want to do like a free plus shipping thing. Then cables and chargers are really good for those types of items. All right, this is what I was talking about earlier, was the power banks. A lot of people are investing in power banks, especially with the use of cell phones and things like that. People are on their cell phones, on their laptops, on their iPads more than they were, let's say 3 or 4 years ago. And with that, people are needing chargers everywhere. And they want to make sure that they have available charging stations on their person. So you really probably need to look into these fast charging power banks. Really research like the milliamp hour, what that means, because that's going to, people are going to probably buy the one that has the most charging capability. So you want to make sure that you are able to do that. And I think you can brand these. I'm pretty sure you can. Let's look and see. I don't see that you can brand these, but that's not necessary. That doesn't necessarily mean that you can't. It does say you can put a sticker or label on them, so that's really good. They have a 2-year guarantee, it looks like, as well, and the MOQ is 1 piece. So between $5 and $7, you can have these to you, and they can be branded. And what I like to look at is the transactions overview. Looks like they hadn't sold any of these in a while. So you want to make sure that you look at things like that. If they've sold them in a while, some people don't sell a lot. There are ones that's going to be more popular and more people are going to be buying them in different states or in different countries. All right, so I jumped over on Alibaba to watches and jewelry. I think watches and jewelry is a really good product when you're doing your product research to look into, because people are going to always buy watches. People are always going to buy bracelets and rings and things like that. Now, I know that watches and I believe jewelry are gated categories. Watches are actually separate than jewelry, so you actually have to get ungated for watches to sell on watches. I've been ungated in that category. It wasn't too terribly hard to get ungated in that category on Fulfillment by Amazon or FBA. But you can also sell these types of watches on eBay, and I have several different watch types that I sell. I've done a lot of research on watches, and of course my big, I guess, audience, or my big customer base is going to be women between the ages of 25 and 45, and I sell low priced watches. You know, they just sell. I don't know really how how else to tell you, but I have a watch that's similar to this that I sell a lot of, this one and this one, and I work with the manufacturer, and I have them branded with my own logo. Let's see, I have several silicone watches that are in like every color that you can imagine. I have those branded as well. I also have some different like design watches, something like this, that I have branded as well with my logo. Now, you would think that someone would purchase, or someone wouldn't purchase, a watch that didn't have like a main logo on it, but it's just something about like kind of a cheap watch that matches different outfits and things that appeal to the majority of women. So when you're doing your product research, you really need to think about, you know, if this is something that people would buy. So what I would do is I would go down through here and I would copy a lot of the watches that I would sell. So this is a wood watch. So I do have these, not this actual particular one, but I do have some wooden watches that are very popular with men. Men like the look of wood watches because they look expensive, and in reality, they're really not. What else? I don't really go with like major brand watches because you can get to trouble. Like you see this Adidas kind of branded watch. I wouldn't get anything like that because you know, Adidas probably would be upset about that. I don't really do any electronic watches at this time. There's just a lot of things you can get into when you go in with electronic watches. I sold MP3 players a while back, and I had a lot of problems with the software, or the hardware and software, I guess, with them, and I was unable to work on those because, of course, I don't necessarily manufacture them myself. Now, since that's been several years ago, so they may have gotten better. But what I would do is, if you thought about getting some kind of a smart watch or a heart rate monitor watch or something like that, I would order one or two of them just to kind of see what the quality is. And if it's something that you would use yourself, then it may be something that you may be able to brand. Here's another wooden watch that I would look into. Now, you need to also look at the MOQ. So this is 500 pieces. Sometimes you can talk them down if you don't want to spend that much, or you can just get a sample and see if that's something that you want. But you just have to be firm with your prices when you're doing product research and when you're doing negotiations with your manufacturers. Don't let them bully you into, okay, selling or buying more than what you actually really want to buy. You know, if you have $1,000 to spend, and say, for instance, of $1,000, you really only want to spend $500, then tell them, hey, I have $500 to spend. How many watches can I get, or how many products can I get for $500 with shipping, you know, and with label? You know, you really have to push the envelope when you're doing negotiation. It takes a while, especially when you're first starting out, to negotiate prices. All right, so this watch right here is between $1 and $2. You can probably get it for cheaper, and the MOQ is just one piece. So these are just some really simple watches. These could be very easily branded with your logo on the face. I'm sure that they let you, yeah. So they will let you customize the logo, but you have to order at least 500 to customize your logo. And I've seen that on a lot of different ones. And sometimes you can talk them in having a lower MOQ with the custom logo. But this is what I'm looking at. They have 131 transactions. So that's something really to look into, is whether or not this is something that will sell. This is something that's kind of cool looking. See, like men like these kind of earthy looking watches, and this is something that you could brand with your logo. That's a very simple logo. It's just like a name, but you can brand these with your logo. And this one is also 500 pieces as well. So if you're starting out with $500 or $1,000, this may be something that you could look into selling, is these branded watches. A lot of people sleep on watches and things like that, but I've made thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars selling watches on Fulfillment by Amazon, FBA, eBay, and on my Shopify store. I've actually got some of these, not these particular types of watches, but I'm actually going to save those because I like the way those watches look. I'm not going to click off of that page. But I actually have sold a lot of those watches on the free plus shipping model that you can do on Shopify with these types of watches. You know, you can have this watch right here. If you negotiate $1 with free shipping, I don't have shipping price. So if you did like this with $1 plus the free shipping, then you could do this as a free plus shipping model and do the shipping price, or the shipping price could be $7.99 or something like that, you know. So that's really it for it. That's it for today, guys. I'm going to do some more of these product research videos, and the thing I want you to get out of these product research videos is not necessarily looking at what products I'm looking at, but what to think about, the thought process when you're looking for items for a private label line, if you will. I do have a video about getting custom logos and things like that. I'll probably make a video in the near future showing how I design my personal logo and how I the negotiation process that I had to go through. So if you want to see that video on like the negotiation process with these suppliers from Alibaba or AliExpress, just give me a thumbs up and shoot a comment in the comment section below, and I will make that video. And if you have any questions, please shoot me a question down in the comment section below. Hit me up on social media, or you can speak directly to me through my website, www.tjlovelady.com. That's it for today, guys. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.